Welcome once again. It's the Close the Deal show with Terrence McCray. I'm your host. Every week we bring you business, information, tips, and insight from entrepreneurs, business professionals, and inspired individuals from the San Francisco Bay Area and beyond. The Close the Deal show also features public announcements, which is one we're going to talk about today. And if you're looking for strategies to help you in business or educate the public, then you're in the right place. Thanks for joining us today. How many people in your family are convicted felons, drug addicts, or homeless right now? Today I had the opportunity to go to a treatment facility, and I met three individuals who were just recently released. I'm talking about lifers. These men have done a great deal amount of time. And I want to introduce you to these individuals, but I also want to bring something to not only to San Francisco, but strictly to a lot of corporate companies and a lot of small businesses in the area. I'm talking about in 2014, the city of San Francisco spent $160 million annually housing homeless residents. By the year of 2016, housing and treatment facilities cost the city $240 million. Okay. Now, whether some of this money was contributed by corporations through donorship or donations, we have an epidemic in San Francisco. Over 13,000 people are homeless in San Francisco. We know about the big issue with car break-ins, but housing is a major issue along with homelessness. Okay, did you also know that 60% of homeless people have a history of drug and alcohol abuse? This is a big problem. This also reflects an issue for people who are business owners. And why is that? Is because if you don't think that there are people out here making a difference in their lives, and I'm talking about second chances, I'm talking about people that want to overcome their addiction, then I want you to pay attention to this video. I want you to listen to this video. This is the Close the Deal show with Terrence McCray, your host. Today we're here live at a reentry program, and I have three former lifers. Based on this public announcement, I want you all that's viewing this show welcome these three gentlemen home. Sir, what is your name?
Larry Lilly.
Sir, what is your name?
DeAndre Johnson.
Sir, what is your name?
My name is Freddie Garcia.
And today's topic, again, is a public announcement, but it directs attention to various issues here in San Francisco. One of the particular issues that I would like for these gentlemen to speak about is addiction, because we know the issue with homelessness, but this addiction issue is also a reflection of homelessness. Mr. Johnson, could you explain to me, you just got out of prison?
Yes.
How long did you do?
Live in the studio right
You did
now.
29 years? For what, sir?
I'm playing the video, and I'll go back in 8-10 minutes and give you a full segment of the rest of the video.
I feel like I had spent my time in here finally, and ready to be integrated into society and become a professional citizen.
So, how long have you been out now? How does that feel? You feel elated, glad to see you home. Thank you. Oh no. Mr. Garcia, right now, all three of you all who just got out of prison are considered homeless until you get situated. So how would you address this issue?
Well, I believe first of all, we have to have proper identification first and foremost, as well as food banks that allow people, as well as temporary shelters that can be erected throughout the city. Then we got buildings that can be used to house homeless people, especially in the winter areas. I think that's something that needs to be explored, as well as being able to consume parking garages when they're not being used at night.
How do you see it, Mr. Garcia?
Personally, I feel that regarding people homeless, that I am a homeless person, and because the moment that I had to take off, I got to this new world, and knowing that the resources that are available at that time to me, I think
Okay, I want to show you the second part of that actual segment that I did at this treatment facility today. The reason why I haven't mentioned the name is because the actual treatment facility didn't give me the opportunity to get public relations to allow me to speak in regards to where I was actually at. But these particular three former lifers were individuals that I had the opportunity to sit down with individually and get a better understanding who they are today as men. But we still have this issue here in San Francisco. So I'm asking that all taxpayer citizens, but specifically corporate America, as well as the corporate companies here in San Francisco, to make it a major issue upon them business wise through strategy and considering hiring someone with a criminal history. I'm not talking about someone that robbed banks and put him in a bank. I'm talking about someone who has to prove themselves in order to not only obtain their freedom through a commissioner board, but I'm talking about someone who's developed the skills, the communication, the emotional understanding on how to deal with day-to-day stress, an opportunity to come out here in society and to be able to be productive in the workforce. There is a company by the name of 70 Million Jobs. This is a company that helps individuals who have a history of criminal background. And I'm not talking about people that just got out of prison. I'm talking about people who've been out 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years, and are still out here trying to be productive in the workforce. There's also another company called Checker. And they're actually a company that does background checks on employees, something that a lot of individuals in prison has learned how to be clear about understanding the type of people they want to be around, because it takes a lot for an individual to make that type of decision on change. But these men and women today have made a great drastic change in their life. So support treatment facilities that address substance abuse issues, addiction, as well as homelessness. Because without your support in the community, take that social responsibility, you'll never know how your effort and participation can make a difference in the community where these same individuals, someone with a criminal history, can be exactly like how you are today, productive, positive, and making a contribution in a positive way. So I want you all to hear the second part of this actual personal testimony of three men who came out of prison, who's done a great deal amount of time in prison. Just give me 1 second. My next question to you all is this. Mr. Little, how long would it be for you to be able to get out here and work now that you're in this reentry program?
It could be anywhere from 2 more months to 3 more months.
What type of skills do you have?
I am a certified psychoactive substance use disorder counselor
Okay,
in California.
okay. Mr. Garcia, how long would it be able for you to get back out here and start working?
60 days.
What type of skills do you have?
Multiple vocational training certifications,
And what?
dry cleaning, HVAC, electronics, machine repair, equipment.
Mr. Johnson, how long would it be for you to be able to get back out here and start working in society?
60 days.
What type of skills do you have?
I have fiber optics, network cabling, customer service specialist, eyewear manufacturing, computer literacy, as well as landscaping.
So to all three of you gentlemen, one at a time, please. When you get back out here in society and start working and start paying taxes and start paying bills, you know, how are you going to be able to deal with any form of addiction? You know, I'm talking about simple stuff, stuff that might have led you back to prison, okay, or to prison. How are you going to be able to manage your addiction, Larry?
For me, it's not simple. I have to really look back at where I was before. I have to remember that I can't isolate. I have to lead a productive life. I have to socialize with the right individuals in life. I have to socialize with my community. I have to give back to my community, and that's going to help me more probably than it's going to help the people I help. I also have to be aware of how I'm feeling. That I'm a human being and not every day is perfect. When I get up in the morning, I have to admit how I feel. I can't go on and mask those feelings. Yeah, it may be hard on a couple of good friends that I have, explaining how I'm feeling some days, because I don't feel great every day. But it's something that I know that I need to do. I cope with my addiction.
Okay. Mr. Garcia?
Myself, it's not really that hard, not that easy. From the very beginning, I just reinvented myself. Being out here is a pretty different world. There's a lot of things here, which means to me a whole lot of different careers, different situations I haven't encountered in my lifetime. But I believe because of all the resources that I built right in San Francisco, I just keep working on doing a lot of studies and research, that I'm ready now more than any time in my life to do what I'm supposed to do in society.
Okay. Mr. Johnson? The question is, how are you going to be able to deal with your addiction out in society? Well, I want to thank you all gentlemen for sharing this public announcement with me so that society in San Francisco as a whole, you're part of a community now, can see who you are and who you once were. Because see, we have a lot of people that are homeless in San Francisco who suffer from addiction. So when the Close the Deal show, we try to connect people with the right people in order to close the right deal. In dealing with this homelessness issue, we want to be able to show them that we were once homeless too. We were locked up, not stripped, not abandoned, but absence from our families and taken far away, where there was times when we had nothing. Okay? And I appreciate that. Thank you for coming on the show. Okay? It's a pleasure. All right? I know you got to get somewhere. So, thank you again. Thank you. Not only for taking the time out to look at this particular video, but to understand that we know addiction is a condition. It's a state of mind in which one can become stagnated, confused, lost, and not aware of what they actually want to do. not aware of the actual problem in itself. So, me personally, I had to change that habit. How so? I was just like one of those individuals you heard tonight. I was a former lifer. This is how I was able to recognize that I want to change out of my own life because of the fact of a program called the5ventures.org, an entrepreneur, which means entrepreneur in training. That's an EIT. That's exactly what I am. I'm an entrepreneur. But through this program, it helped me develop character development, leadership, and managementship skills. This is how I was able to create, design, and come together with an outlook on what I want out of my own life through developing this show. See, the Close the Deal show is about educating the Bay Area on new business strategies. So it would be the best strategy for any corporate company right here in San Francisco to look up 70 million jobs, okay, and find out who Mitchell Richard Bronson is. How so? This man is providing you a useful outlet to put to work people that want to work. I'm talking about people who have continuously over the years stayed productive, stayed positive, but most importantly, right, stayed away from any type of addiction that can lead them back to prison. Because see, habits, we want to be able to show you and prove you we got good ones now. Because see, I'm also a convicted felon. But my habit today is to connect ordinary people with successful people like you. And if you're a small business owner, you never know who your potential customer is. It can be an ex-felon, but it also can be so many people that you least expect when you make a difference in your own community by recognizing how to give back to the homeless in the community. Because we all have a social responsibility to find a way to make a difference, not only in your life, but in other people's lives. That's what we're here for, to bring about a difference in people's lives. You live in a community, so why don't you make your community a safe community, a comfortable community, a relaxing community, as well as a nurturing community? Because see, your energy is a reflection of whoever's around you. And we want positive energy. So if you see somebody homeless, you don't have to always give them some money. You can give some positive words, a smile, but most importantly, you can give them an opportunity to show them how to make that right deal and going to get some treatment. Okay? There's a program called Health Right 360. Look it up. It's right there on South Van Ness and Mission. They into helping substance abuse people with their addiction and helping them get out of the homelessness that they may be in regards to their addiction. And I mean providing them outlets where they can develop new job skills, work opportunity, but also work on themselves. So before we close this deal, we would love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions or questions, or if you want to apply to be a guest, visit us at www.theclosethedealshow.com. San Francisco Bay Area viewers, you can find us every Monday night at 8:30 on Channel 29 on cable Comcast or worldwide on BAVC Channel 29 around the world. Today is a live show every second and every fourth Wednesday of the month. You can also find us on Channel 76 on local cable Comcast, worldwide online, and on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe and comment on your favorite episodes. But keep this in mind. This is a public announcement because a lot of issues that we think that we can't help solve, you never know what just an idea can do. This is how I was able to come up with my own idea. I'm going to continue to address public announcement issues, but I'm also going to go to business owners and ask customers exactly, why do you like closing the right deal here so much? Take good care, everyone. Don't forget, find the right connections and close the deal. Have a good one.